So we also, a Mazel Tov moment that we all have been waiting for. We have been enjoying life with Miss Lilah Whitley Franklin for almost 3 months now, and we formally welcome her into our community. So we'll invite Miss Lilah with her mother Stephanie and Father Rabbi Josh forward.
So while Lilah was born this summer, I asked her parents to share with our Shabbat Friday night community her arrival and blessing so that we can ask for God's blessing upon her in our community that we share each week. And so it is good to be with you, especially because the last time you gathered to celebrate her in a formal sense, I could not be there. And so I'm just so glad I get to celebrate this moment with you and ask for God's blessing upon you. So come closer. With the words, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu kayemet hayada hazot le'aviha ule'ima. Oh, may God, who blessed our ancestors, bless this child through her parents' loving care, and let her be known among the people Israel by the name Mital Zeva, Bat Harav Yehoshua, וסמה Keren. זאת הקטנה גדולה תהיה כשם שנכנסה לברית, כן תיכנס לתורה ולחופה ולמעשים טובים. And as you know, just as we enter her into the covenant between God and the Jewish people, we enter her, God willing, into a life one day celebrated under the chuppah, celebrated with Maasim Tovim, good deeds, and celebrated with a lifetime of Torah. And as Rabbi Franklin knows, on Friday evenings we celebrate with your very own Torah scroll. And we've asked Lilah's parents to share a word about the name, or names in this case, that they've selected.
So in our tradition, we choose names that link the memories of past generations to those that are just beginning to blossom. A name is more than just a few syllables that sound nice together. Names bring with them something deep and spiritual. They bring the hope that the things we loved about our families who have passed will be inherited to the next generation. We chose the name Lilah not in memory of anyone in particular, but because we really like the name. Perhaps also hoping that if your name derived from the Hebrew word for night, that you'd be a good sleeper. And we've been very fortunate. It was a good choice. Lilah, though, is named after several people. Lilah's middle name, Whitley, is foremost an ode to Stephanie's family name, Whitehorn. The letter W also carries with it the memories of both my grandfathers, William Franklin and Walter Spiegel. The Hebrew name which we have chosen for Lilah is Mital Zeva. The name gives homage to several members of our families through the letter M, or Mem.
An interesting piece of my family history is that both my maternal and paternal grandmothers were named Minna. One was born in England, the other in Germany. I've never heard that name before or since. Unfortunately, I never had the chance to meet either woman. However, the memory of each of them will live on through Lilah and her cousin Beth. My father will be the first to tell you that his mother, Minna, was not the easiest person to live with. He has even said that she was what we would now call a helicopter mom, overprotective and pushy. Her one concession to my dad and his father was baseball. She had the presence of mind to let them have that activity and go to Dodgers games together, which is when they were in Brooklyn. Yet she was also a woman ahead of her time, a career woman. She was a school teacher for years and then became an assistant principal and worked through her 60s. She apparently knew what she wanted to do and went out and did it. My mother's mother, Minna, experienced the hardest of times, a Jew living in Germany in the 1930s. It was Minna who convinced my grandfather to leave for the States. It was Minna who had to collect her husband, taken by the SS on Kristallnacht, and show proof that they already had their visas so they would let him go. Once in the U.S., they settled in Cincinnati and became an integral part of the German Jewish community there. They were charter members of Temple Shalom and placed a high importance on Jewish values and community. On a personal level, Minna was warm, the sort of mother who valued the relationships she had, most importantly with my mother. She inspired my mother to be that way as well, always ready to listen, dole out advice, and making sure that my sister and I know that we are supported and loved. Minna also made a mean potato pancake. As I said, I only know these women from what my parents have told me, and I will go on to tell Lilah about her great-grandmothers, for whom her Hebrew name is For. My hope is that she will honor them by being a woman who follows her own path, be it traditional or breaking all the rules. She will understand the importance of baseball, given the Yankees-Sox intermarriage of her parents. She will not let prejudices hold her back, and she will create open and loving relationships with those around her, and she will learn to make a fantastic latke.
Back in April, I sat with my grandfather, William Franklin, one last time on his deathbed. He had made many comebacks before, but we knew that this was now his time. He wanted to meet his great-granddaughter more than anything. He lived for his family and was filled with joy and vigor at the thought of meeting his first great-granddaughter. When Stephanie, who was 6 months pregnant, walked into the room, I told him that she was carrying his great-granddaughter. I should have been a little bit more careful with my words, because he thought that Lilah had already arrived and that he would get to meet her. His eyes opened widely in excitement. But when I sat with him privately for a few minutes after the rest of the family left the room, I assured him that we would name her after him. William Franklin, Mordechai Ze'ev, now lives on in the memory of Lilah Whitley with the Hebrew name Mital Ze'eva. My grandfather was the kindest man I ever knew. He loved his family more than any father, grandfather, or great-grandfather could love his family. I pray that, Lilah, you'll be like your great-grandfather, showing kindness to those around you, being honest to your core, and loving your family and others. Your great-grandfather brightened the day of everyone he met, be it a customer at the store or a nurse in rehab. We hope that you will shine as a light not just to us, but to the entire world, just like your great-grandfather.
And so in the presence of our community, since you bless us with your words each week, Rabbi, we thought we as a community could bless your child. So if you'll stand right here and we'll all rise and gather around you. Rabbi Sherman, Rabbi Sapphire. Let's place a hand. I won't hold. She seems too comfortable. Actually, can I hold her? I don't have her yet. Let's see. Ready?
Yes. Actually, I'll do this one. We're going to get to Shechianu in a moment. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
And let's all say, Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God shine down upon you and be gracious to you.
Adonai panav elecha v'yaseh.
May you always feel God's comfort and support in the presence and love of our community. And let us all say, Ken Yehi Ratzon. And for the blessings of life, for celebrations of love, for New Year's, for all these things, let us give thanks to God with the words of Shehechianu.
Let's join together. Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheanu
Let's all be seated.
higianu lazman hazeh.